Oh, sorry, go ahead now.
Jesus. You all right?
Yeah, start over.
Rich has been replaced by computer. No, he's back there. Oh, this is like Wizard of Oz. All right. 5:03, annual organizational meeting. We'll call this meeting order at 5:03 on Tuesday, July 13th, 2021. Bear with me. All right. First order of business is to elect the chairman. So I guess we're going to take nominations for that and the election of the vice chairman to follow that.
I make a motion that we keep the same officers that we had in the previous year.
Second. All those in favor of that?
Right.
4-0 on the quorum for both 1, for 2 and 3, crossing them off.
Al, you second?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
I
the
probably
second.
shouldn't have though, seen as I'm one of the people.
That's on that's just a clarification. That is John as chair. And Al is vice.
Al
correct?
Prince is the vice chairman.
Right. No, it was 4-0.
Yes. I'm new here. I'd like to welcome Lee to hear the board.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Slip past me. I do not know the date and time of the selectmen's meeting.
All right, so typically, second Tuesday of the month, and if 5 o'clock still works for you guys, really the time is the biggest thing we can change.
Oh, sewer commission meeting, not selectmen's meeting. I thought it was
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sewer commission.
second Tuesday of the month at 5 p.m.
Does that still work?
Says selectmen's meeting. but-
Yeah, I'll change it right now.
Okay.
That's all right. What do you do? I will. I'll make a motion to keep the date and time the same.
One second.
All in favor? We have 4-0. All right. Rules of procedure for sewer commission meetings. All the rules of order. Most of us have already read through these at times. These are basic, general, and germane, if you will. I will make motion to keep these basic rules in a vote to adopt.
Second.
All those in favor? All less 4-0. All right, town policies and code of ethics trainings. Keith, is there anything special? Should I need to read through these or?
Yeah, so by the end of the meeting, I need the back copy signed, the back page signed, and the other ones are just informational for you, understanding that that's what the town.
Okay, going to be nimble, or like, is there anything new in these?
No.
No. Anyone have a chance to read through these ahead of the meeting?
So I will just tell
went
you-
through them.
Nothing new, but I will tell you, obviously, code of ethics, harassment and sexual harassment probably has changed to adopt anything new in regards to preference.
Do you want me to read them on record?
No, you don't have to read my record. And then media policy, somebody's aware, does involve the use of town Wi-Fi and your own devices on town time, or town web, on the town connection. Just so you're aware. So that's it.
Gotcha.
But nothing, nothing really.
So Tracy gave me the originals, these are for the originals to sign. For,
That's
So
what
sign the wrong.
that's
no, that's for the
permits.
regular meetings.
Right.
We have to sign the ones that are given to us.
Right, just on your back is the back page, right? So when you're done. If you want to bring it back for the next meeting, bring it back for the next meeting. If you feel like you want to read all that stuff and affirm that you're comfortable with what you're signing,
I feel that it's basically the same things we've signed in the past,
it really is just no
Right.
hidden.
by all means. First.
So I'll give everyone a minute to sign these or review them briefly, or you want to take them home.
policies? I don't understand this. General rules of debate, one of them says, no one is permitted to make personal attacks or questions promoted with other speakers. That's not fair. I kind of like that. Just kidding. Joke.
I'll allow it.
Just joke.
Oh, wow.
That was all from Tom, so. Well, this is a very nice little breakdown. I like it.
The Robert's rules breakdown that they have,
Yeah.
I like that as well.
That's very nice. I'm very nice. Like that.
Everyone review their policies.
Make a stack.
All right, yep,
That's fine.
I'm just pulling the back page off.
All I need is the back page.
Just need the back page.
That one's for your records, please.
So you can see it. Can't say I didn't read it. Oh, you have it.
That's all we're practicing. That's on you. Long side page.
If everyone pull the back page off and hit Keith, that way he knows he has them.
That's, yes.
Do Keith's job and filling in for Tracy's.
That's fair. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Sir.
Very succinct organizational meeting. All right, is there any further discussion in the organizational meeting? No. I need a motion closes.
I make a motion, we close this meeting at
Tom, very good.
5:13 PM.
The second?
I'll second. All those in favor, we'll move to regular 4-0. All right, here we are.
Lead you 2 seconds.
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Keep it up over there.
And now.
The originals. This is my working copy. All right. Let's go for the regular meeting. That one we get there. 5:14 on the town clock, 5:12 the rest of the world. We have a quorum here. And disclose conflict of interest. Oh, I get to do this today. Going down on number 8 for applications. I will recuse myself from voting on sewer application for Stephanie and Adam Barea for map 38 lot 12 on 2419. I'll discuss anything if you need to have on it, but that is a family member of mine. So, are there any adjustments to the agenda, Keith? Do they come in
No,
hot?
nothing.
All right. Reviewing of the meeting minutes. Did anyone have time to review during the day? I'll give a.
That was the one that I missed, correct? The May 11th one?
Correct.
That's what I thought.
The 11th, and I missed May 25. I reviewed some of them.
Yeah.
After a short review, I'll make a motion to approve May 11th meeting minutes. I assume everything was fine. It was a quick meeting on the 25th, but I won't make a motion to it. I'll have some of those here. Make a motion for that. I'll make a motion to approve May 11th, 2021 meeting minutes.
Second it.
Yes, all those in favor? 3-0. This leave wasn't here.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of May 25th.
Second it.
Excellent. All for a vote. We have 4-0 on that. Five, we do not have any public present. to Speak on non-agenda items.
Nobody in Zoom land, so we're good.
No one else, oh, yes, good. Commitments or purchase orders.
So I'll comment on that. Commitments will now come off of this document. There is no purchase orders, I can say that much, but commitments as of the approval or acceptance of the town warrants and budget. Part of that ordinance change was to remove the language for the board to have to approve this work commitment. So now we are,
So when you get your readings, you can build.
I can build.
That's all.
Excellent.
So
Perfect.
those will be out this week or next week.
Can we still, do you mind if we still get the information, let us know what's going on with that, even though we don't have to approve it? That would be nice. Just because it does kind of fall in our realm a little bit.
I'll cover that right now.
Thank you.
Now, how large a purchase order do we, this has to come from the board?
Typically $1,000 and over,
That's it?
just to see it.
1,000? Can we go higher?
Okay, we go 5. 5,000, I need 3 quotes anyway. Anything over 5, I need 3 quotes.
You can't do anything for $1,000.
I was gonna say $1,000.
So I would say 5, and then anything over 10, I need board approval anyway.
Do we need we need to change an ordinance for that?
Sorry, I think it's already written in the policy, honestly.
Okay.
So I think it's just,
That's what I thought, 'cause that's a little more standard, like, just even where I work. 5,000, I need to make a phone call.
Yeah.
1,000, I don't.
yeah, I can spend, I can switch it up to 5 without any kind of permission. Not that I,
Okay.
We've been 5 years. But.
But I said, I really approve it. I know you buy stuff, that costs way more than $1,000.
oh, I definitely do that.
All right, 7, in. Any abatements or supplement billing that came in?
No.
Excellent, moving on. All right, so we're into applications, new and existing. First one on the bill is the one I've recused myself from voting on. But it's for map 38, lot 12, 2419 Main Street.
Everything looked in order to you?
Yes, so actually, I haven't looked at this plan in a while. Bailey's been in contact more than I have. I will tell you, obviously, we know there's a stubborn place in the prior location that was there, it'd be much kind of similar to that, within its own regard. I have asked that that a grease trap goes in just as commercial property would, not that they're gonna sell anything necessarily that has a high grease content, but I think for the future of the facility, just in case, they've been cooperative in that regard. I have wrote a letter to the planning board in support of and capacity abilities. So pretty straightforward. Look forward to seeing any business
Yes.
on Main Street.
Where is this?
Where the old Moose Loop Cafe was?
Next
Oh,
time,
yeah.
By the parking lot.
Yep.
So
They got the water department's approval too.
thanks. I hope so.
If we can just about supply that much water. They had to have one, even though they already have water, so whatever.
Same idea as the sewer and that.
Have to draw it out of the pond.
Yeah.
So upon your review, obviously I'll take care of the permit number and all that stuff, but upon your review, and if you do approve it, it'll be valid from a year from the day of approval.
They're gonna start, they want to start right off, don't they? Or talk to the engineer.
Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, the stuff's already in place, so there really isn't any reason. There, it's already there. I told them, you know, obviously, everybody else recommended they inspect the line before they connect to it, to make sure that it's in good shape. It's really smart to camera it. It's a cheap investment up front. So we connect everything, verify connection.
Wow, well, I'll make a motion that we approve the permit, as written. With Keith, putting a permit number on it. For Stephanie and Adam Berea. For the property on 2525 Main Street.
2419.
What? Oh, mailing address, sorry. 2419. Because it's Barrett, right? Barrett made, are they doing the building?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 25.
I'll second the motion.
All
discussion?
Any further discussion? I'm recused from
But you
voting,
can-
so I'm just,
You're running the meeting, sorry.
I'm right.
Right.
Any further discussion?
I forgot.
No further discussion, you guys can vote.
All those in favor?
3-0. Quick forum. All right, excellent. On to.
That's a full permit.
Yeah, septic hall permit, has some boilerplate for us, for our,
Already been paid. This will be for the new owners of Bracket Pumping, not new owners, but once he took over a year or two ago. Everything's operating in great shape. They've been very good with communication and respectful of the facility, and any requests that we made forward. Definitely willing to help with any kind of maintenance that may or may not be, due to traffic or erosion on the field. So I support this.
no, we have a, dealing with it.
How many gallons of it?
Last year, we brought in, well, from the bigger year, the biggest year I've seen so far, I think it was, I want to say 474, but 500 things, right around 500,000 gallons came into my head.
That was me, that cook included in that.
Cook included in that.
This is
I
the
didn't
truck that
know
goes to the
that.
houses and such. So not that house, but other people's houses or whatever.
So I mean, so with like John said, with Cook included, and the breakdown, I know it's not on my mind, but figure like 500,000 gallons, and probably of that, probably get what,
75 to 80 from me.
from you, realistically.
And they need a permit, because they have to take it to the plant to empty it.
They don't know, so you don't, now from John's place, you don't need a permit for to receive. It's just, it's better up there, because it's kind of quite a stretch to it. Can have a stretch to it on the right application. Okay,
Especially for a thing in spring.
How much do they pay for those?
so we're still at Frenchie's now. I need to go, we'll discuss that in the future, rate wise, we'll have to adjust it for sure. Right now, it's still current from what Frenchie left. It's, don't quote me, off my head right now. 25 per 1,000 for ranging aquatic, 40 for plantations, and some of the unorganized townships, and then like Reddington and others, like $100 a 1,000. There's room for some adjustment.
Good income for the year.
It definitely is, and I think we look at that. Now, as we look at bonds being paid off, we need to adjust our rates anyway to compensate the taxpayer user rates anyway. At the end of the day, it's nothing you can't do it, but it's preferred through any government that your users pay for your facility O&M. Now, again, if you have a project, then your ratepayers ratepayers pay for your O&M, and any kind of capital taxpayers can then pick up a part of that.
I'm gonna make a motion to accept Brackets Company Incorporated for their septic color formula.
Second it.
All those, any further discussion on this? All right, we're gonna vote for this. Ready?
Oh, I thought.
All in favor? Sorry.
That's what I was waiting for, sorry.
I didn't leave.
I was waiting for the
All those in
trigger.
favor? 4-0. With respect to Oklahoma. Keep on. The next one is pipe drain layer permits. No new guys, still our old guys, still the
Still
same.
the old crew.
The old crew here. So first one there is M&H Construction. The perennial, one of the both perennials.
Whoever makes the motion, if we just include the 3 individuals, please.
Right, so we have usually David Haley, Scott Milbury, and Rick Ridley.
Yes. That would be for the fiscal year, obviously.
From now till now.
June first to.
Excellent. I don't,
On July 1st to June 30th.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
we have, is there any further discussions, no issues? We've had any issues with these?
Do we want to, are we doing them all at once and more, or you want to separate them?
No, we're gonna do the three,
M&H. Okay.
the 3 principals for M&H, which would be Scott Milbury, Rick Edgerly, and David Haley.
What is this for?
So this allows, these are permitted, so permits that the town allows these. entities,
contractor.
These contractors in this case, to make final connection to the sewer, tap into the sewer, make final connection. So it either through contractor like M&H or Stephen Morrill or like Jamie Ellis. They have a license or experience enough that allows them a coverage to make any kind of connection to our sewer mains, force mains, whatever. And the know-how and also the ability to.
Like add a construction project or
Right,
some such.
right. So whether it's, whether you hire them for a new house, like your new lateral or new service for your house,
Right,
or I hire them to work on a manhole or whatever it be.
okay.
Now, there are cases where Joe Blow comes off from out of state, wants to buy a house and he has his own plumber. As long as that plumber or contractor meets the same qualifications,
I see,
we can grant them a special license. Same idea.
I see.
Further discussion on M&H?
Did we make a motion?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to know, I'll make a motion to accept, pipe and drain layer permit for Scott Milbury, Rick Edgerly, or Richard Edgerly, as it's written here, and David Haley.
Second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? 4-0. Moving on to our other perennial pipe and drain layer permit for Morrill Excavating. No issues in the past year with this entity. Oh, we have, new
New individual.
individual, we had Chad Alexander on here. Wow. Excellent. No issues in the past year with Morrill Excavating.
Correct. Stevie does a wonderful job of communication and usually gives us ample notice on any kind of project, so. Most of the time it can work through the sort of the waters anyway, so it's always a good balance of communication, so.
Excellent. We have full insurance coverage. I'll make a motion to accept pipe and drain layer permit for Stephen Morrill Jr., the owner of Morrill Excavating, and Chad Alexander, his foreman.
Second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? 4-0. Morrill Excavation. Keith, you're up.
Oh, let me see here.
Chick Hill, water in, water out.
Water in, water out. I don't even know where we're at right now. Summer spray season. Not sure on an amount right now, obviously with the low, with the drought year, we started off in really good condition between fields and obviously the boom. Plenty of mowing happening despite the lack of precipitation. The fields are growing. Those guys have been really good at getting some property back this year, trail maintenance, and edge of field maintenance. They've also been working in conjunction with MH on the old sidewalk project. They're assisting with manhole grades and getting structures reset there. We see, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, the first meeting of the month, I guess, for Selectmen's meeting for July, the energy, whatever it was. We had a meet and greet at the Chick Hill facility. So something came up, we played a 7-minute video, kind of an overview of the plant, and kind of gave them a tour of the building at least to help them better understand what the facility is and how it operates. There's a word artist there as a guest, and also wrote an article, kind of overview what we discussed. It's definitely beneficial, I think, to multiple board members, and Mr. Philbrick was suggested of it to help realize what that facility actually is and what it does in the community. So it was a nice visit from the board at that time. That's really it for an update at this time. Under this line.
Continue business, sewer connection compliance.
All right, so on this one,
Dennis office all connected.
that's also disconnected.
Ken Haley is subdividing and it
Kenny has 9 lots
will
and
evolve from there.
is in motion of just trying to figure out the bottom part of the property and how to split to the family correctly, or properly, or correctly, or fairly. There is a plan in place. I've seen 2 options, whether it's to connect onto Dallas Hill, which was one option, to avoid having a drop into Route, well, one going across Route 4 and having a drop. The concern about Route 4 was trying to get access from Frank Seminary's property through his retaining wall into the catch basin, into the manhole. Obviously, you have to core both sides through the manhole to get through and then plug a side back up. Still an option, but once Kenny
Gotcha.
figures out the land and the family, a better idea. Other option obviously is come some of it would be pump station anyway. Pump station, 3 options to take it back. Pump station completely into Dallas Hill, come down the hill. Pump station partially, a couple of lots, come into a gravity line, a couple of manholes, and 45 on Dallas Hill. With an 8-inch main. Tie it
Oh, so they'd have to put an 8-inch main straight up.
regardless, either straight up.
They'd have to
45.
put the T right there where it's on the corner, right on that manhole.
So looking at those plans, have been communicating with Kenny and other family members. Dennis office is connected, second meter. That meter's been put in place. We put a stub in for Rudy Davis. So we're further than we were before. He has been in contact with M&H. That is supposed to happen. I will verify again. But the stub is in place for it to happen.
Okay.
That's how our projects. I don't know what I can have for that. So that is in place for sure.
That's fair enough. The way contracts are this summer,
Right. So
Noise.
noise.
Oh, that's right.
We'll do it under here, that's fine. Noise, we did stub him in also with that type of project. We put a 6-inch stub in, which will service, obviously, that's a trunk line. Then he'll come in with his 4-inch from his buildings into that 6-inch trunk. So ultimately, there'll be 3 buildings there ultimately. We'll have the noise office, We have his garage with an apartment above it. They have a future, I believe, retail space or commercial space of some sort. He may develop it next year.
Which he says is gonna be the same size as the office building.
Correct.
Holy crap.
So it's gonna be pretty consolidated, built, area right there. So we
It's
quite
all gonna be on the back.
that's a new connection. Only one I've had is a new connection within the town limits that requires a permit. Everything else has been existing.
Right.
It already has capacity at one time.
I couldn't remember. The only reason I asked, I'm sorry. The only reason I asked, I didn't see if they had put the stuff in there, so you said they did.
Yeah, we did.
That's all.
I watched everybody scroll the hole.
Awesome.
I didn't watch them in the pipe, I watched them scroll the hole. Obviously, from there, I mean, as we continue into this business or new business, I do know we'll be busy the next year especially as things, housing development start to pop up. I know there's quite a bit of plans in motion right now for some little cluster buildings, cluster units, cluster complexes for the shortage of whether it be rentals or workforce housing, so. There's one in motion for sure. Relatively close,
Can you say any more about that?
probably not at this moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Socket light, that's where we're headed. We are.
Nice, we're moving along then. I'm happy to see that everything's pretty much where it needs to be,
We definitely,
at least in place.
absolutely,
Very happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Where we started in 2017,
Yeah, it's,
where Ethan started.
Right.
I'll give him the credit.
all I would say from there, before we go to any other, new business. We were in motion of advancing the facility in a SCADA regards. Unfortunately, through some budgeting constraints and we didn't carry and the ability to carry money over, I've lost the primary funding or the foundation funding for that development. So I'm working on some new grants and everything to move forward with that, but we put on hold for the time being. So it happens, unfortunately, in this case it did, and
The current coverage is adequate.
we still have the same verbatim system as we always did telemetry, it still works. It's just hoping to advance, to add a little more redundancy, but it'll happen sooner than later, so.
lived with it this long.
We have a little bit longer, have a great staff right now, that's dedicated.
Yeah.
Much like
Very, very similar to mine.
Much like in the
Very
years,
impressed.
years past, I've been very fortunate to have the people that are dedicated and are willing to.
I honestly, the sewer department's always been pretty dedicated. I'm very,
I'm very fortunate to maintain that legacy of those individuals, so.
I mean, it went down a little bit when Tom retired, but hey, they'll get back there.
He'll come back eventually, he told me.
Yes, Tom.
When he gets older.
Come back part-time.
He only works nights and weekends.
Hey, well, I guess, maybe I can accommodate that, I don't know.
No, all right.
I'll pay for your Vegas trip.
So then, that was like 11, the new business.
That's good, yeah.
And then before I close this, I'm going to, we got Tracy's signatures.
I can fill in dates on everything, if you guys just want to sign, these want to sign. I think it's just better John anyway,
What's that?
just to sign the permits.
Am I the only one needs to sign it? I got sewer commission members here.
Yeah, I think they get all.
Okay.
And then the primary and then-
13 here.
Make me feel important.
There you go.
I'll put these over and pass them down.
Can you do me a favor? Can you print me out another copy of the sewer ordinance at some point?
Anybody else need a copy?
Yes.
Printed copy?
It's misplaced. I don't know that it's.
I have mine. The stuff that you printed out when it first started.
If you need another copy, I can get a printout copy, just for any other access, anybody else wants,
I
electronic access. I can either give you a PDF copy or on the town Ramsey website, there is access to the town, our town code.
I'd really like it if you printed me one, just so I can put it in, because I'll get online and look at it too, but when I don't have access, it's locked, just to pull it out of my truck and read it.
Keith, on sewer hall, range sewer commission voted approval, so that yes,
Yes.
date 7/13.
Just a little
It just
bit.
requires me,
Yep, I think that send them one in the time doors.
sewer hall permit.
Right. There is a plan also, probably in the next, maybe next year, but to revisit these applications and maybe revise them. Make it a little bit simpler. Get them all on town letterhead. Move forward.
Did Matt tell you when he's gonna be gone, or?
Did. Ask him again, just to give you like a two-liner,
Yeah.
just to say that.
You need to email it, right?
He can, whatever, yeah. I'll send it to
I'm
them.
gonna stop and talk to him, today, let's see him up there.
I thought it was very gone.
I think he is, but he's still moving.
Oh, back.
I
and
don't
forth.
think he has his
Oh,
house
he
up for
moved?
sale yet, yeah. Go back to Blue Bay. I guess he's living in a camper or trailer or
That's what I heard.
on his mother's land for right now, until he figures it out.
I shouldn't take long to sell his unit, that's what he does.
What's
Oh,
that?
I
Shouldn't take long to sell it.
No, I mean, everything's selling.
Right.
Vern, I guess we got a call on Vern's place, not that it's closing, but to see if it was on water, so that tells me that somebody's looking at
And
it.
two places on Cross Street.
Yeah, one of them's pending, the
Those
other
were
one's
like-
had some bids.
Look like that.
So one of the ones on Cross Street, that's who I bought the other boat from. You ever see the boat sitting up back of his house?
Yeah.
On Chandler's?
That's a nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guy. Huh?
Steal that one too.
I didn't beat him down, we'll put it that way.
It means you didn't have to.
No, it was a good price. I actually said to him, so I go, is that rock solid? He goes, yeah, I said, okay.
All right, with all these signed,
How do you find these deals?
I will make a motion to close this meeting at 5:42. Yeah,
Second.
any further discussion? By Al's vote deal? All right, all bear, 4-0, close the meeting.
Thank you, everyone.
Vote was crazy.